All right, so I want to welcome each and every one of you to the webcast today. Now, typically on Tuesdays are typically reserved for our Inner Circle members. Our Inner Circle is our coaching program where we come together every Tuesday to learn the proven business systems. And every now and then what we do is we invite the public, typically when we're starting a series. And today we're starting a series. It's an 8-week series called the 7 M's of Phenomenal Marketing. The thing is that all of us want more clients. The problem is we don't have a proven, consistent marketing system to help us generate pre-qualified, pre-sold, high-end clients. And that's what you're going to learn today. The system that you're going to learn today, it has been proven over a 35-year period. I started my first company out of the trunk of my car in 1984, a little over 35, almost 36 years ago. And I used this process that I'm going to show you today to turn that into a multi-million-dollar business. I've owned 9 small businesses altogether, and it's the same process I use for our training company today. And we're currently training in over 100 different industries in 20 different countries. So this will work for you. And today I'm going to share with you the 7 M's of phenomenal marketing. Really, that's the plan. That's our marketing plan, the things that you need to know about marketing and have in your marketing plan. Number 2, you're going to learn the 3 top marketing strategies that are the most important, whether you're online, offline, you're going to be doing both, but that you got to have down if you really want to have a phenomenal marketing system. And then finally, at the end, we're going to do 2 things. One is we're going to go through 10 different marketing systems. We're going to do a marketing assessment so that you can see where you are now, where you need to end up. And then everybody who attends today, if you're not a member yet, you're going to get a copy of my marketing book, but you got to stay on all the way to the end. And finally, we're going to give you the opportunity to join the series and be on for the next 7 weeks. So today's the first installment. At the end, I'll share with you what we're going to do over the next 7 weeks. And then one last caution for my Inner Circle members, and that is if you have plenty of business coming in right now and marketing is not your one thing, I don't want to distract you and go focus on that. Make sure that you have your Phenomenal 4 projects, you have your one thing, you stay focused on that. If it's not marketing right now, file it. Okay, file it, and then make sure that you're focused on your one thing. Okay, let's see what other kind of chats we got coming in here. Let's see. Perfect. All right, we're all good. All right, first of all, for those of you who are visiting today, I just wanted to let you know just a little bit about myself, because you need to understand that I have been where you are. I grew up on welfare. I'm originally from LA, Lower Alabama, and my wife doesn't laugh at my jokes either, so it's okay. But I actually grew up on welfare. There were 7 kids crammed in a little 600 square foot shack, and the roof on that house was so bad that every time it rained, we had to get out all the pots and pans to catch the leaks. My mother fed us on $100 a month from the welfare department. I don't care when that was. It just wasn't a lot of money. And got kicked out of the house at 18 years old, came here to Houston, Texas, had literally 25 cents in my pocket, and became a waiter, these really high-end restaurants. And I always wanted to have my own business. I just didn't have any money. And then I met my wife, Denise Cagette Antoinette Pinella. Now that's Italian. From New Jersey, and I'm from where? Lower Alabama. This is going to be a good match, right? So I go to New Jersey, get married to my wife, and there was a friend of the family, same age as me. I was 23 at the time, tooling around in a little red Mercedes convertible. And And that got my attention. I said, I want to know what that guy does, and I want to know if it's legal. Well, turns out he had his own business. So I get back to Houston, and when you marry into an Italian family, you don't get wedding presents. What do you get? You get cash. And we got $3,000 cash and wedding money. And I spent all that money starting my first business out of the trunk of my car. And my wife was really thrilled about that, let me tell you. But I started that business, and it became a multi-million-dollar business. I have a phenomenal team that love their work. It's a turnkey business. I still own that business today. In fact, I'm going to show you some numbers from that business today that we generate about $1 million a year in new business from referrals, and about 2.4 from repeat clients. I'm going to show you that today. And then we have another company, another location up in the north side of town, but became an international business coach about 22 years ago. I started helping other people mainly learn my marketing processes. Actually, is how it started. And I was so blessed to learn these simple processes early on and then be able to perfect them into a system. And then, of course, I invited Mr. Zig Ziglar to come speak at my conference, became in a relationship with Ziglar, and became the exclusive small business coach for Ziglar. I became the very first Ziglar Legacy Certified Trainer, and now I help Tom run the company. And we've been able to improve that company quite a bit. My official title there is Executive Vice President of Operations. And so we took Zig around the country. I traveled all over the world with Mr. Tom Ziglar. I have a great team at my service company. When you come to one of our boot camps, we take you on a tour and you get to see all these systems in action. But we have a team in place there. And I never have to be there. I haven't even been to the office for several months. Well, I was at the Christmas party, but that wasn't even at the office. So these marketing systems, when you have the people and the systems, it's just automatic. You don't have to do anything. Of course, I'm very involved in our training company, Phenomenal Products, and I lead that, and it's a little different, kind of business. But we have a phenomenal team. Over here on the right-hand side, Mr. Rick Jones is our senior coach. He was with Dale Carnegie for 33 years. He owned the Houston franchise for over 20 years. He's been with us for about 8 years now. Santiago on the other side started with me when he was 17 years old. He's almost 37, getting close to 40. He's a master coach and a master marketer. These systems I'm going to show you today, he took them and perfected them, and he rose all the way through our company, became a director, and now he's on our team at Phenomenal Products. Of course, Mr. Tom Ziglar right there. Michelle Prince is our book writing coach. Ellen Rohr, some of you were referred by Ellen, and Ellen took Benjamin Franklin Plumbing from 0 to $40 million in franchise sales in less than 2 years. Just started her own franchise here a few years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, and they've got 19 locations. They're doing $25 million a year. Back over to the right, speaking of marketing, our master marketer, Victoria Mares, she's our master digital marketer. Aliki started as a marketing rep in our company, became the marketing director, and again, got married, moved over here to Phenomenal Products. And then this is Michelle, who's been with me 12 years. She's our operations manager, gets me all over the country, all over the world, really, without a hitch. And this is my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter, which I will share in just a second. But first, my wife, Denise Cajet, Antoinette Pinella Partridge, and I will be married 36 years this July. And of course, this is our phenomenal son, Christian Partridge, and our phenomenal daughter-in-law, Susanna, and she goes by Susie, and they both work for Phenomenal Products here at our training company. How blessed are we? And speaking of blessings, they gave us a phenomenal gift in the way of a granddaughter. Now, I swore that before I became a grandfather, I wouldn't be like those obnoxious grandparents that are always showing pictures of their baby. This is my grandkid. This is my grandchild. I just said, I'm not going to be like that. And I'm not. I'm worse. But anyway, so the only reason I show you these photos is if you're new to us and you're not sure about that guy that's a little too tan, teeth a little too white, dressed a little too perfectly, not today, of course, that I'm a real person. I'm a business owner just like you. And we do truly care about you, and we care about your success. And more importantly, our community cares about you, which we'll talk about in just a second. I have 8 published books. I've had some great people say some nice things about me. John Maxwell, Michael Gerber, Dave Ramsey. But what I'm most proud of, and the reason I do what I do, I don't have to do it. I'm very successful financially. I don't even have to do phenomenal products, but the reason I do it is because I'm called to do it. I do it because of people like Sherry Perry, who had a profitable business, but her team culture, she wasn't the greatest leader around, which she'll tell you. She's now one of our coaches. She's got a rock star culture. Her business was awarded the top 100 companies in Washington State. I do this because of people like Elise McElrabbit, who was a struggling architect. She was mean to her team. The industry was down, and she was able to grow in revenue because of some of these marketing processes that I'm going to share with you today, and turn her team around, become a better leader. People like Michael Killen, who his business was sucking money out of his bank account, just eating cash like a monster. And we helped him turn that around. So now he's got more money in the bank account than ever before. He's going on vacations of a lifetime. See, the fact is that your business is a vehicle to help you achieve your life goals. And we want you to have freedom in your life. And the way you do that is by building your business. And the fuel for your business is sales. And the way that sales happen is, first, you got to have marketing. So marketing, you got to get people to pay attention. Then sales, you got to close that sale so that you have the fuel for your vehicle, which helps you build your business. It doesn't matter what kind of industry you're in. This will work for you. All right. So I'm going to take you through the 7 M's of phenomenal marketing. All right. And when you get the book, if you stay on to the end, we're going to send you a PDF of my book called Phenomenal Marketing Systems, and you can review all of this, but you got to stay on to the end. And I want you to be engaged in learning it now rather than waiting to get something that you may or may not look at later on. All right. So number 1 is what I call your marketing mindset. And the question is, what is marketing? What does it do? Why is it important? And how do you know if it's working? So in your planning, you gotta think differently about your business. You got to understand what it is that you're trying to do, and understand this marketing plan that I'm going to share with you today. You have to be thinking all the time about, how do I generate more leads? How do I generate more referrals? How do we get more repeat business? And that's really the process: generating leads, generating more referrals, and keeping those clients and turning them into what we call lifetime clients. So I'm going to share with you what marketing is, what it does, why it's so important, and how you know if it's working, right? So first of all, the reason it's so important is because the one and only reason your business exists is to be a vehicle to help you achieve your life goals. So if you're not making enough money, nothing else works in your business, right? And how do you know if it's working? If you have enough qualified, and I do want to say qualified, prospects in your pipeline, in your funnel, calling your business, walking into your business, and in order to have a chance of making the sale. There's a tremendous difference between marketing and sales, but the thing is that at the end of the day, we have to increase sales. Nothing happens in a business until a sale is made, and sales don't happen unless we have prospects. And that brings me to our definition, my definition of marketing. And marketing is everything you do to attract prospects to your business. I don't care if it's, you know, when I ask in a live seminar, what is marketing? People say branding, they say getting your name out, they say networking, they say advertising, they say all these different things. The truth is it's all of that. It's everything that you do to attract prospects to your business. Sales is everything that you do to convert those prospects into paying customers. But if your marketing is not right, if it's not attracting the right kind of prospect, then the worst thing you could do is close that sale. Does that make sense? So what's the difference between marketing and phenomenal marketing? Phenomenal marketing delivers a meaningful experience. How many of you would agree that the experience that your company delivers is, hey, Santi, just want to make sure since Victoria, no, I got it. I'm good. Sorry for all the my questions, but our, you know, I do crazy things sometimes. I sent my operations manager and my marketing manager, I sent them to Hawaii for the week. So, you know, I got Santi, I got Aliki, I got the rest of the team, so I'm good. But I get a little nervous. Okay, are we doing everything we're supposed to do? Okay, so how many of you would agree that the experience that you actually deliver to your customer, client, member, patient, guest, we work in over 100 different industries in 20 different countries, is what's going to set you apart? Absolutely. The experience starts Jeff Jacobs said, I'm available to go to Hawaii. Yeah, when people learn that, you know, that's in our leadership course, how to attract phenomenal team members. Send them to exotic places, and then people will find out about that. Okay, and they say, I want to go there. Anyway, so the experience starts in your marketing. And so your marketing has to deliver a meaningful experience that engages, that educates, and entertains. We'll unpack that as we go. One of my good friends and colleagues, his name is Dr. Joseph Michelli. He wrote The Starbucks Experience. He wrote books on Zappos and Mercedes-Benz, Ritz-Carlton Hotel. He just was tapped recently to write one on Airbnbs, write another one on Godiva chocolates coming up. And he's an experiential marketing expert. He's a branding expert. And the thing is, today in marketing, it's all about the experience in marketing more than ever before. And I've learned so much from him. We had a master class from him last year in our inner circle, and we've had him on our stage a number of times. And the thing is that there are 3 E's to an experience. There's the engagement, there's the education. And when you educate people, you're the one who educates them. It's going to increase your value, where you're going to be able to raise your fees just because you're presenting yourself as a consultant rather than whatever it is that you do. A plumber, an architect, a cleaner, a software person. You become the consultant. And then entertainment is simply serving people, right? When you invite somebody over to dinner, what are you doing? You're entertaining, you're giving, you're creating experiences for people. And today, more than ever before, experiential marketing is so important, yet so few people understand it. And for those of you that are inner circle members, those of you who become members and join us in the 8-week course, I'm going to spend a lot of time on what that experience looks like, how to craft it. And so we have to have that experience, not just when we serve people, but in that marketing where we create that buzz, so to speak. And then the third thing is that we got to have a system, a phenomenal marketing system. Any kind of system is a group of working parts that duplicates results consistently. See, when I go out there and get in my automobile, it's a system. It's a set of systems, a group of working parts. Got gas in it, I expect it to start, I expect it to produce for me. Well, in marketing, we need to be able to have a predictable system that keeps prospects coming in on a regular basis and not wait. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is they wait until they get slow to market. You can't do that. You have to have a consistent flow of clients coming in. Over at Ziglar, we created a new system over there where the main salesperson we have over there is booked out through the third week in March because we created a new, more consistent marketing system over there. All right. So you got to have a system. And at the end of the broadcast today, I'm going to show you the 10 things that need to be in your system. Number 2 is your phenomenal money. So we're putting together our the 7 M's of phenomenal marketing, the 7 M's of your phenomenal marketing plan. Number 2 is not only do you need to think about marketing and understand marketing and become a student of marketing, that's your phenomenal marketing mindset. But second, we got to make money, right? And when we talk about making money and sales goals, people get a little weirded out. But Zig Ziglar had something important to say about this. He said that money isn't the most important thing in life, but it's reasonably close to oxygen on the gotta have it scale. How many of you had to make payroll on on Friday, and it's Thursday, you're still not sure how you're going to do it, And so, I've been there. I've done that. By the way, I want to also share with you that the marketing strategies I'm going to share with you today cost little to nothing to implement. And so low cost, high quality clients, this is what you want. And let's say that a recession does come back in 2008, when the last recession hit. Man, our company didn't miss a beat. If anything, our sales were still climbing because these processes I'm going to show you today recession-proof your business, because when you're attracting high-end clients, people who care more about quality than price, the economy doesn't affect them as much, which we'll talk about the target market here in just a second. But right now, let's talk about your money. Question is, do you have a written, planned sales goal? If you do, how did you come up with it? And by the way, how much are you planning on investing in marketing? Doesn't have to be a lot, but it has to be enough. It has to be enough. And, again, another mistake that people make is their advertising is determined by how good the sales rep is, the advertising rep that's calling on them at the moment. They're too busy to do the things that really work, that work. I'm going to get to that. And so you go the easy path, you get price shoppers, you spend a lot of money. Now, get this. Spend a lot of money, get a low quality client. Spend little to no money, get a high quality client. Door A, door B. I'm going to go with B. Okay. So you got to plan that out. You got to put it in your budget. Now, once you put that in your budget and you estimate what your sales are going to be, and you come up with your sales goal, you need to post it. And at our service company, one of the first thing that you'll see when you walk into our training room, and those of you that have been there have seen this, those of you that come to one of our boot camps and you go on our company tour, you'll see it. You'll walk in and there's a big whiteboard, and we have the monthly goal up on the whiteboard, and then it's broken down by the day, and then it's recalculated to be able to say, okay, here's how much we need to do. Here's our daily goal for the rest of the month to make our monthly goal. Well, how did we get our monthly goal? We estimated, we did our profit and loss, our income, our future income statement, and we said, okay, we learned, okay, you got to learn how to do a simple, dimple 12-month cash flow budget. This is one of the things that we teach in Inner Circle. We have Ellen Rohr, who's top financial consultant. There was a time when my business was in debt, and Ellen Rohr came, flying in with her cape like Wonder Woman and helped us create a financial system that got us out of that tremendous debt. Today, we're so profitable. And so you need to understand this simple process. You start with how much you want to make down here, how much you need to fund your ideal lifestyle, and how much, what net you need. That's everything that you are going to pay taxes on. You need to leave some in the business. You need to fund your accounts receivables, all right? And then you're going to have your overhead, which is your fixed expense. You add those two together, that gives you your gross profit. And then when you understand our formula and you understand what percentage your cost of goods sold is, then you'll be able to set your sales goal. So your sales goal is set based on your net profit goal and how much it costs you to do business. Simple, dimple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You might say, well, Howard, that's not easy to me because I don't know how to do that. You don't know how to do that yet, but this is the key, okay? You probably have a feel, even if you don't have a budget or a forecast, you probably have a feel for what your sales need to be. But you have to have a goal because you cannot hit a target that you cannot see. In our training, in the next 8 weeks, we're going to show you how to set this sales goal. We're going to show you how to understand this budget. We're going to show you how to put that into QuickBooks. All of that is part of this upcoming course. Number 3 is your phenomenal mission. What do I mean by that? Well, I was in Australia on a tour. We did a 5-city seminar tour in 7 days. I was over there by myself. Tom had stayed behind because Mr. Ziglar had fallen ill and ended up passing away while I was over there on that trip. It's a story all on its own, which was very sad and difficult and all of that. But when Tom couldn't come, the seminar host, who's a phenomenal marketer himself, his name is Steve McKnight. He's the #1 real estate investing expert in Australia. You go to a bookstore in Australia and there's like a whole shelf of his books. And so Tom normally does a little bit of the seminar with me, and Steve wanted to give me a break here and there because you can imagine how grueling this was, right? So you arrive in the morning with your bags already packed, you teach a whole day, you go straight to the airport, fly to another city, do it all over again, fly to another city, you do it all over again. And he was like, this little boy from Alabama is going to be tarred, as we say in lower Alabama. So he jumped in to help. And in the marketing session, he started interacting with the audience, and he says, what problem do you solve? And guys like, well, I paint vehicles. I fix dents and scratches. He said, no, that's not the problem that you solve. He kept drilling down, and he said, what problem do you solve? What unique problem do you solve? And he drilled down with them so the guy would understand that the problem he really solved was a lifestyle problem or an image problem, right? Some people, like me, I don't really care if there's a little scratch on my car. I have a nice car. It's paid for cash. I used to drive Lexus, and, if it gets a little dent or a scratch or something, I used to care a lot about that. Today, it doesn't bother me that much. The point is, you need to have a mission, an experience, and a mission statement that people understand This is part of creating that experience, right? So what unique experience are you delivering? So you want to have, you want to understand the unique problem that you solve, right? So everybody who's marketing something is solving a problem. If you're not solving a problem, why should people buy from you? If you don't understand what the real problem is, the unique problem, not just the surface problem, but the unique problem that helps you niche, then you're going to be missing a lot. Next question is, are you passionate about solving the problem? You know, you can be passionate about solving the problem without actually having to be the one to solve the problem. When I started getting a little burnt out, honestly, in my service company, I just didn't want to make sales calls anymore. I just like, oh, I got to do this again. Monday morning, and I'm going out doing in-home consultations. And I finally put my big boy pants on and said, okay, we're going to build systems. We're going to train people. I'm going to get myself out of this role. And now we have a staff that does that. But, you know, I wasn't passionate about delivering the service and working in the business, but I'm passionate about the unique problem that we solve, which in that business, the unique problem that we solve is the problem that high-end clients have. We service that particular business. And it doesn't matter what kind of business you have. This is not about what my business is or what Sherry's business is or Elise's business is. It's a system that's working right now in thousands of different businesses around the world. But that particular business cares for Oriental rugs and natural stone floors for some of Houston's most prominent citizens, celebrities, world leaders, people you would recognize, like George and Barbara Bush. They were clients of ours. And the thing is that the problem that they had, and the problem that our clients have is, who do I trust? Who do I let into my home? Who's going to be working around that $500,000 vase? Who's going to be servicing these Oriental rugs that maybe I paid $100,000 for, or this floor that I paid $100,000 for? So we're passionate about solving the problem of them choosing someone who can't be trusted. All right. And then the question is, what unique experience can you provide? What unique experience can you deliver to solve that problem? All right. So our mission statement over there at that company is to provide the most outstanding service experience ever. This was before Phenomenal existed, Phenomenal Products. Today it would be to provide the most phenomenal service experience ever. Now that means in our marketing that we have to demonstrate trust. So I'm going to share with you how to do that. Demonstrate trust. And when people come to know about us, there's no question about our credibility. At Phenomenal Products, our niche and our mission is to help small business owners stop being a slave to their business. Now, does every business owner feel like a slave to their business? No. There may be people on this particular webcast that you're just here because you're interested in marketing. Maybe you're new. Maybe you're an independent professional. Maybe you don't you're still on the honeymoon. Or maybe you're another type of business owner. There's three types. There's the new business owner still on a honeymoon. There's the business owner that's been in business for over 3 years, has a few employees. The newness has worn off a little bit and you feel like a slave to your business. That's our niche. That's our market, primarily. And then you got the third type is the bright, shiny object entrepreneur that's in a new business every 10 minutes, right? So the good news is that we figured out a way to serve everybody, but we're not trying to be everything to everybody. Our main niche is right there on the screen to help small business owners who feel like a slave to their business. They feel like their business is running them. Not that you can't learn from us, Not that we're not going to reach out to you and give you some solutions to solve your problem, like marketing, right? But that's our main niche. And that's why our mission statement is to help small business owners stop being a slave to their business. So you want to have, and that brings me to well, let me share a couple of examples with you. Mary Kay, who is a great friend of Zig Ziglar, built an incredible worldwide organization. She started her business from her kitchen table. And their mission is to enrich the lives of women around the world by supporting the Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultants. By supporting them, teaching them personal development. And it's not about the makeup. It's not even about the skin care. It's about the self-image that these women can have through that organization. Starbucks, our mission to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. Does it say anything about coffee? No. I mean, to me, having enough caffeine inspires me, and I'm a fiend. I mean, a customer, and kind of a crazy one too. I don't have my collection here, but I have about 170 something Starbucks mugs from around the world. In fact, I have a little unique tumbler here that I got from one of my clients in Chicago, and I trade books for it. So, and I have a list on my Facebook page where you can see which ones I have, which ones I don't. Every time I get a new cup, I update it. Anyway, that's the experience. The point is that you got to have a mission. You got to have a mission statement that both your prospects understand and that your team member understands. Now, in the training, I'm going to go deeper on this. I have some brand new training on creating the experience. You're going to look at other companies that we can learn from, and we're going to go deeper on that. Number 4 is your phenomenal market. So the reason that this is set up this way is because, like in my case, I decided ahead of time, this is the experience I want to create. I don't want to be a low-priced contractor. I don't want to deal with price shoppers. I don't even want to be in the middle because that's the biggest market. There's a lot of competition there. I want to be in the high end. So what kind of experience can we create that will cause the high-end market to resonate? And how do we get those high-end clients? It was funny. I was at a performance for a friend of mine the other night, and ran into, we both have a lot of the same friends, I guess. And so I saw people that I haven't seen in, 20 years. And one of them knew me when I first started, and I'd met her through these different networking groups, and she was telling whoever we were talking to, she said, their company shows up, in all white and everything. When we first started our business, that was our uniform, all white, rain or shine, all white. We use some different systems now. We're not able to do that, but that's how we started. It was part of the experience, So the thing is that you need to understand the experience and the problem, the unique problem that you're passionate about solving. Then that's how you select your target market. Who wants that and who will pay for that? We're not trying to be the cheapest coaching company around. I'm not trying to be the most expensive. I'm trying to be the most valuable coaching community to you possible. That's what I'm trying to do. But if you try to be everything to everybody, you won't be anything to anybody. Question is, what are your clients' frustrations? What are other companies not doing that you can do, that you can promise to do in your marketing message? people don't show up on time. They show up late. They lie to the customer. And I've helped a lot of our inner circle members. I was just on with one of them yesterday. They do their chimney repair specialist, and they do the sweep, they do the fireplace, they do the structure, they do all of everything that has to do with a chimney. And I just got certified as a story brand certified guide, and it's a way to clarify your message, which I'll also be teaching in the course. And so I was helping them to really refine their message. And the thing is that, you know, the frustration is I can't find anybody that knows how to find the leak in my chimney. I can't find anybody who can educate me on how to make sure I don't have a fire, right? And fill my house with smoke and have to clean my whole house from smoke damage. What are their desires? What do they want? And if you want to go real deep on this, Seth Godin, who's one of the greatest marketers of our time, says, who do they want to become? What does that mean? What does that have to do with architecture? What does that have to do with chimney sweep? What does that have to do with being having an HVAC company? Well, a lot. If I show up on time, my client has peace of mind. I'm taking care of things so they don't have to worry about it. They can just trust my company with the problems that they have. Does that help their lifestyle? Does that take one load off? Yeah, high-end clients want to just be able to live their life. Their most valuable asset is their time. So every contractor that they have to deal with, or that didn't show up, or didn't do this, or got to come back, it's a hassle. I have a client who is a massage therapist, and she's in Dallas, and just such a wonderful, wonderful person. And she doesn't know business. She's new in business. And so just helping her to see the future, and just the questions that she has that, you know, we've been through 1,000 times already, gives her the peace of mind that, okay, I'm going in the right direction. Many times people don't need to learn something new. They need to be reminded. And sometimes we just need to be validated that, hey, we're heading down the right path. All right. By the way, let's say that you're in the bridal business. All right. This is the outcome that you want your client to have, right? But this is really where you have to connect with them. What are their fears? What are their frustrations? What if things don't go well in the wedding? Yes, this is what the outcome is. But if you don't connect in your marketing message with this, that, hey, we know that you're worried that maybe things aren't going to turn out okay, and we know how you feel, and here's how we're going to overcome that challenge. I know this firsthand because when Aliki got married, this happened sometime after the wedding. But when she was selecting vendors, and actually even throughout the wedding, there was a lot of this. I went up to talk to her and Nick, and they're married. One of the best weddings I've ever been to. And Aliki's like, Nick, band's playing the same song again. They already played that song. Go talk to them. I was like, Aliki, relax. You're married. Phenomenal wedding. Nobody's going to even remember that. You better connect with that as a marketer. What are their frustrations? What are their desires? What's the unique problem that you're trying to solve? Don't just, this is what we do. Not even this is how we do it. This is why we do it. Okay, number 5 is your message. Do you have a message that resonates with your prime target market? How many of you have heard of a unique selling proposition? I want to change that. Okay, it's great to say this is how we're unique. That's a how company. And this is why you should buy from us. This is a how company. A Y company is you want to have a UEP, which means that we want to share with you, you want to share with people, this is what you do, how you do it, and why you do it. Simon Sinek wrote a book called Start With Why, and his YouTube video is one of the most viewed videos ever, most viewed TED Talks ever. I think it was even a TEDx, it wasn't even a TED Talk. And the thing is that he said, start with why, because why companies attract the best clients, the most loyal clients, they get paid more, everything's better when you're inside that golden circle. And so what is your unique experience proposition? What are you proposing? What experience are you proposing? All right. Number 6 is your phenomenal marketing methods. Now, I want to say something to you. Very important. It's a mistake to just think about marketing tactics. And far too often, business owners, independent professionals, people in marketing, they think in terms of marketing tactics. I call marketing methods. Facebook advertising work? Maybe. Does for some people. Does referral marketing work? Yeah, for some people, if you do it right. Does advertising on does LinkedIn work? Does, you know, we get all these ideas about tactics, but how many of you know if we don't understand the first 5 things that we're talking about, that regardless of the tactics, I'm going to give you 3 tactics, 3 strategies today. But if you don't understand everything that I just shared with you and you don't learn it, then it's not going to do you any good. So now that we know those 5 things, let's talk about methods. All right. I'm going to give you 3 methods that have 3 tactics. If you'll understand these tactics, understand these methods, and implement them online or offline, then you're going to be so much better off. Okay. The first one is what I call the free trial offer. It's the fastest growth tool on the planet. If you want to grow your business really fast, and then you need to have a free trial offer. In other words, a free report, a free guide, a free ebook, a free video, a free webinar, a free class, a free consultation, a free download, a free PDF. I was training at Ziglar on Friday. I get to train at every single one of the Ziglar Legacy certification trainings, and I don't have one of them there over on the table right now, but we have these little Ziglar quote books, the little book of big quotes, and it's a great handout. I went to the National Speakers Association convention the other day, and every person that I met, I exchanged one of those with my card in it for one of their business cards and asked for permission to put them on my list, whether it's online or whether it's online or whether it's offline. Have something that you can offer in exchange for contact information. Why? Because the money is in the list. You need to build a funnel of prospects. When you're out networking, hey, great talking to you today. By the way, can I give you a free, well, how about this? A free implementation guide. I have a brand new book out and a training program around this new book called FTI. The number one reason that people don't reach their biggest goals, the number one reason small businesses don't grow or do as well as they could, is what I call FTI, failure to implement. fact, you can learn all this stuff today. You can even go through the course. If you don't implement it, then it's not going to work. So when I'm out talking to people, I can say, hey, listen, I've got a free implementation guide. Give them the 60-second commercial. And in this free guide, it's going to reveal the 4 keys to implementation, the 10 principles of phenomenal performance. So here's the deal. You want to reach your biggest goals in marketing, get the maximum number of prospects, then you have to perform at a very high level. So that's an example right there. So you need to have an opt-in on your website. When you meet someone in person, you need to have something to offer them. Might even be a free book. Hey, listen, I'd like for you to have my book for free. And again, you can do that online, offline. If you're a business owner, you should have a book. And I can offer that book in exchange for contact information, in exchange for an opportunity to talk to them about their business. If you ever been on vacation, you've probably seen like the ultimate free trial offer. And I could do a whole book on free trial offers, whether it's Lexus, whether it's flying or buying an airplane, whether it's a chicken sandwich or whatever. I mean, there's so many examples out there. If you've ever been on vacation and you pass by a booth and they say, hey, get a free 90-minute jet ski ride or a free weekend at this resort or whatever, guess where you're going to be heading to get that? You're going to be in a 90-minute timeshare presentation. And guess what? You may or may not like it, but I know many people who have bought from that. And they're happy that they have the timeshare. Okay? So you got to have a free trial offer. What is your free trial offer? What is your free report? What is your free experience that you can provide in exchange for both contact information and in exchange for the opportunity to present your offering? There's many, many forms. In fact, I'm going to do a whole session in this marketing course. So Inner Circle members, be sure to be on live. I'm going to give several different examples of this. And one of these days, I'll write a whole book on that. Okay, now I want to take you to the biggest thing, and that is the secret to record sales and profits. The secret to record sales and profits. If you don't have a free trial offer, even if you do, and you don't have a way to follow up with people, that's one thing that you need to fix. But typically, out there in the small business world, here's what happens. You have a conversation with someone or you call on someone and they say, yes, I'm interested. And you follow up. And that's good because the fortune's in the follow-up. I was at a presentation at NSA and she's like, you got to follow up at least 5 times. And I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if you have the concept or understand the concept of having an automated system for that. But I never got the chance to, or made the chance to talk to her, even though I did have the chance. But the challenge is that you spend a lot of time following up with one prospect, a single prospect. And I don't know about you, but how many of you followed up, but they never bought? Yeah. Not that you shouldn't follow up, but maybe we should have a different system going on. Okay? So here's the secret right here to record sales and profits. Instead of investing your time marketing to individual prospects, find referral sources. Find referral sources that already have a relationship with your target market. In our case, as you'll see, interior designers, realtors, flooring experts in our service company. Here at Phenomenal Products, Ziglar, the Zig Ziglar Corporation is our top referral source. Ellen Rohr is one of our top referral sources. They're both partners, but many people support us and promote us to their small business clients. I do very little direct advertising, almost none in my service business, and almost none at Phenomenal Products. We've tested a few things here and there on Facebook, but primarily this is how you build your business. So your job is to find out who your referral sources are, who the biggest potential referral sources are, and market to those referral sources. Okay. All right. I want to show you something here real quick. Okay. I'm going to have to get out of this screen for just a second, but I decided to pull our report from our service company. I just pulled this morning. This is for the last 12 months, okay, ending 3 days ago, February 29th, March 2019 through February 29th of this year. $278,000 in customer referrals. Why? Because we have a referral reward program, and we don't commit the biggest marketing mistake of all, which I'm going to share with you in just a second. But look at this. 335,000 just through designers. Flooring retailers was 133,000, I want to say. And we have all these different referral sources that these buckets where it comes up to almost $1 million in referral business. But let me show you something else. This is coming up. I'm gonna give it to you now, and then it's coming up here in just a second. Look at the repeat, $2.4 million in repeat.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
If you're sharing the screen, we can't see it.
Oh, darn it.
No worries.
Okay. I did tell you guys I'm from Alabama, right? Okay. All right. So here's the report. Okay. And if you don't have a report like this, if you don't have a streamlined system, you need to get with us. We've got an automated system. Okay. But look at this. Interior designers, $335,000 as a whole. And then you can go down and see exactly what designers referred to you. We have a reporting system for this. Okay. And then down here, repeat clients, $2.4 million in repeat business. Here's the fact. The fact is that studies show that small businesses, 85% of small businesses say that repeat and referrals are the best way to build their business, yet 90% don't have a system for doing so. You have to understand that all of business is about relationships. Mr. Zig Ziglar himself said you can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what it is that they want. I used to tease him. I say, you know, you stole that from Jesus, because Jesus said, give and it'll be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. He just laughed and said, well, I know him personally, so that'll be okay. He had such wit. Bob Berg says, and he's a referral marketing expert, said people do business with those that they know, like, and trust. And I'm going to add a word to that. They do business with those that they know, like, trust, and remember. Zig Ziglar said, if they like you, they'll listen to you. If they trust you, they'll do business with you. Jim Cathcart, who's going to be our keynote speaker for our next Inner Circle member-only conference, says that relationship selling is become an asset to others before they become an asset to you. He's a best-selling author, one of the most decorated speakers on the planet. We have a course at Ziglar called Building Winning Relationships. Why is that so important? It's because it's the most important skill you can have, not just in marketing, but in sales and in leadership and in operations. My friend Joseph Michelli, a brand is nothing more than what people say about you when you're not around, i.e. your reputation. the biggest marketing mistake of all, other than doing nothing, is not marketing to your existing clients. You generate that referral, and then you got to stay in touch with people. We have an email program that goes out once a week. We have mailers that go out. We got a little program called Send Out Cards. We do phone calls. We implement. And look at that, $278,000 in customer referrals. If we were not in touch with them and we didn't have a referral reward program, then they would not be referring us as actively as they are. Then number 7, you need to have a marketing map, which is a marketing action plan. Sorry about the header up there. I thought I got all of those, but we do a boot camp at Ziglar. We do it here in Houston. We do it all over, but that's our brand for our Ziglar Business Owner Boot Camp. And I was transferring some slides from one presentation to another. So anyway, I missed that one. But what are you going to do daily? Well, you're going to be prospecting daily. You're going to be going to see referral sources. You're going to send a weekly email. You're going to send a monthly postcard or newsletter. Doesn't have to be to every client, but you need to have a system, and you need to turn that marketing action plan into a marketing automation plan. All right, so almost done here. I know I'm going a little bit over today because, again, we've got visitors. I needed to make sure that I get everybody on board with who we are, why we do what we do, and all that. But I want everybody on here to do this assessment with me really quickly, okay? And I want you to type in your score. Here's what you're going to do. Read each one of these statements on the screen and rate each one of these statements on a scale of 1 to 10 as it exists in your business. You get a 1 just for looking at it. 1 being poor, 10 being phenomenal. And I want you to put the number down here and then total them up and divide by 10. You don't necessarily have to divide by 10 for today's purposes, but in our course, there's a reason that we do that. But total it up and either give me the total or divide it by 10 and give me that shorter number. So if you have a 56, it would be 5.6. If you have a 23, it'd be a 2.3. So what I want you to do is go through all 10 of these real quickly, and I want you to type in your score when you're ready. Okay, 1 being poor and 10 being phenomenal. Type it in real quick, and that'll give me a visual on who's done, how we're doing. Okay, I got a 5. I got a 5.4. I got a 3.5. I got a 5.4. Sorry, the third method of marketing is client-based marketing. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. Got an 8.3. I got a 3.8. I got a 6.1. Got a 6.6. Got an 8.5. I got a 1.8. I got a 6.2. I got a 1.4 with a frowny face. I got a 5.5. I got a 5.9. I got a 2.5. I got a 6.5, a 3.2, 5.6. I got a 7. I got a 6.5, a 5.2, a 3.0, and a 4.0, and I got a 7. Okay. All right. Someone said, I'm not the marketer, but I'm guessing around 4. And then her husband types in a 5.0. Okay. So I got 2 questions for you. Number 1, how many of you would agree that you got some work to do on your marketing systems? Absolutely. Second question, if you could score a high score in all of these areas, all 10 of these systems, would you have a pretty phenomenal marketing system? And the answer is yes. So if you would like to learn our marketing systems, if you would like to get the documents that you need, if you would like to learn this live and get the replays of the course, I want to invite you to join the Inner Circle, okay? And when you join the Inner Circle, we've got several different levels where you can join. You're going to be able to join us every Tuesday live, ask any question that you want, just like today, or get the replay. And you're going to be able to go on the Inner Circle website and download the whole course that I did about a year and a half ago. And what we do in Inner Circle is we teach the systems step by step by step, because here's what we know. What we know is that our most successful coaching clients and members just do two things. They learn the system and they implement the system. These are not hard things to learn. They're not hard things to implement, but you do have to implement them. All right. So here's what we're going to do over the next 8 weeks. First of all, you're going to get the replay for today so that you can have your structure. Number 2 is next week, we're going to show you exactly how to set your sales goals and to track that sales goal. We'll show you software that'll do it. How do we post our numbers every day? We've got real-time software. We get those numbers daily, okay? Number 3, how to create a compelling message. I'm going to bring you the story brand method of creating your message. Number 4, you're going to learn how to create your own free trial offer, your opt-in, everything that you need to create the fastest growth tool on the planet to implement that. Number 5, I'm going to show you how you can double your business with existing clients, the people you already know, the people who are already on your list. Number 6, how to create the right referral reward program. Most people get it wrong. There's a few mistakes, little mistakes that you're not going to realize are so big. They're monumental. They may seem small to you. Oh, this is how it, no. You need to understand exactly how it works. And then we have an automated system where you can implement your referral reward program where it happens automatically. Number 7, how to generate an unlimited supply of new referrals. How do you do that? By doing referral marketing. We're going to show you what to say, what to bring, how to make a referral marketing call. And then number 8, how to thrive in the digital marketing world, in the digital marketing revolution. I'm going to share with you some simple things that you're probably not doing. So my question to you would be, would it be worth investing an hour a week, getting the proven system, the documents, everything that you need, the training, the systems, the document, over the next 8 weeks, so that in 8 weeks from now, you'll have a phenomenal marketing system that will serve you for the rest of your life? Would it be worth investing an hour a week to avoid the years of heartache and the years of trying to get the thing right, like I had to do and like other people had to do before they got in the Inner Circle? Would it be worth it? And the answer is yes. So we will be reaching out to you with an email if you're not already in the Inner Circle, and we'll be recommending to you and sharing exactly what you need to do to get in the right level of Inner Circle, the right level for you. Okay? So we're going to share with you how to get in the Inner Circle so that you can not only learn the systems, but you can implement the systems. Okay? All right, so let me go ahead and take any questions that I have, any feedback from our coaches, anything that our members want to type in real quick. What comments do you guys have? What questions do you have? And then we'll close.
I typed in a question earlier from Howard. He had sent an email in. I don't know if you see it a little further up.
Okay, let me see. Question from Howard Lull. Hello, Howard. Cool name. Yay. My question is, I have a music ministry with CDs and books to sell, and I want to do more live performances in ministry. Also have a healthcare leadership consulting business, and I want to do more of that coaching. My question is, does your program of marketing work for both of those types of businesses, ministry situations? Thanks in advance for your answer, and I'm looking forward to the webinar. Wonderful. Yes, the answer is yes. Primarily, that's what I do at Phenomenal Products, right? So we started out actually selling CDs and DVDs. That's why we're called Phenomenal Products. Today, we sell coaching, training, and of course, I lead the Ziglar Legacy Certification Tribe, and that's what they do. And so the answer is yes, for sure. Okay. Jeb Jacobs, they have been knocking it out of the park with referral sources. They've been following that system. The first time he went out, they made, I think, 5 calls, got a $5,000 job. Okay, Sherry Perry, who normally gives us some feedback, she's one of our pod coaches. Our coaching team is on the screen right now. She's like, she always is booked back to back. She says, I have a referral partner call, so I have to jump off. Always great to get a refresher on marketing. She's in credit card processing. Guess how they get most of their new business? Referral marketing. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Thank you, Howard, for the phenomenal presentation. Joe, what's a marketing calendar? It's a marketing schedule, right? We'll get into that on the program. All right, here's a good one for you. Jeb Jacobs, since we joined the Inner Circle last October, our sales have increased over 60% and continue to grow as we increase our marketing presence. Yes. Yes, Santi, that is correct on the link. Okay, from M, I have a retail gift studio and I'm having difficulty determining a target market since gifts are bought by a broad spectrum of people. What you need to do is get some data on the people who have purchased from you in the past. Of course, we're going to work on that during their session. All right, so watch your email box, get joined up in Inner Circle. We've got several levels to choose from depending on where you are, and you'll get to be on the entire marketing series all the next 7 weeks and get the replay, and you'll be able to access the entire course online. Okay, thank you guys. Enjoyed being with you today. Have a phenomenal day. Take care. Bye-bye.